Good morning, Ian Crouch with your 8:30 Hunter News Update. Police are asking for our help to find a missing woman who was last seen at the Calvary Mater Hospital in Waratah. 28-year-old Bree Gray was seen leaving the hospital at about 5:30 on Friday afternoon. She's described as being of Caucasian appearance, up to 175 centimetres tall, with a medium build, brown hair and brown eyes. Bree is known to frequent Waratah, Lambton, Raymond Terrace and Newcastle. Newcastle Police hold concerns for her welfare due to medical conditions and are urging anyone with information to contact them. This Child Protection Week, Hunter residents are being urged to look out for the safety of children. This week, the John Hunter Children's Hospital will run an expo and forum to raise awareness of our duty of care, and the Create Foundation will be organising national events. CEO Jackie Reid says it's important to look after these vulnerable members of the community.
Child Protection Week is really a week that we put the focus on remembering the vulnerability of children and young people, and also celebrating some of the unique attributes of being a child and making sure that as a society we are aware of that.
It's been revealed the cost to upgrade the Newcastle Ocean Baths and complete the Bathers Way and South Newcastle Beach Skate Park projects has ballooned to almost $31 million. Darracon Constructions has taken over the tenders for each project following the collapse of the Lloyd Group in March. The company has had to cope with a number of contract variations for the Baths project to accommodate design changes and the removal of hazardous waste. An extra $1.3 million to replace pool walls has seen Stage 1 of the Baths project increase by $4.5 million to $18.25 million. Port Stephens Council wants to help local community groups bring their great ideas to life. It's opened up applications for its community funding program, which offers backing to projects across 11 categories, including social, environmental and beautification initiatives. Council's Place Planning Project Manager, Rebecca Morley, says they'll consider any application which aims to support the LGA's status as a major business, events and tourism destination.
So I think the beauty of our grants program is that there really is something for everyone. Anything from, we have a community support fund. We have a couple of rounds during the year on this one. So that's up to $6,000 per application. And that's designed to help community groups or not-for-profits that just need a little bit of extra support to get their great ideas and projects off the ground.
Hunter residents are being encouraged to include a digital clean-up as part of their spring cleaning regime. Many of us unwittingly leave a huge trail of information online, including personal details such as names, addresses and phone numbers, leaving us vulnerable to scams. Senior Fraud Analytics Manager at ANZ, Jess Boddicker, says using only secure sites and clearing these details after shopping or transacting online can save a lot of heartache.
A lot of people don't understand or know where their data is shared once it's released out onto the internet, and the risk of us being complacent is that information could then be used by a criminal to commit identity fraud or gain access to your financial or personal information.
2NURFM Sport.
Knights winger Dom Young will leave Newcastle for the Roosters next season with his name in the history books, breaking the record for most tries scored in a season, claiming his 23rd of the campaign in his side's 32-12 win over St George Illawarra. Coach Adam O'Brien praising the 22-year-old.
You got to remember when he first came in, he was only a young bloke out of school. He'd never even played against men when our first year, and the Australian summer got to him early, and he's been better ever since. Yeah, he was a completely different Dom when he came back out after his first pre-season. He's just gotten better and better and better.
Knights NRLW winger Sheridan Gallagher grabbed a try and was also placed on report for a high tackle in her side's 20-12 win over Canberra. Meanwhile, the Maitland Pickers have become back-to-back champions in Newcastle Rugby League, downing Souths 46-10 in the grand final. They're now set to play Illawarra champions Thurrool in the President's Cup. Jackson Frendo was shown a red in Charlestown's preliminary final match against Broadmeadow following a foul on Josh Benson. His side going on to lose the match by a goal to nil in the men's NPL. And University of Newcastle has sealed a spot in Newcastle's Championship Netball Grand Final following their 51-49 win over Souths. That's sport. I'm Jordan Regnis.
And the winning numbers in Weekend Lotto are 9, 16, 32, 37, 40 and 41. And the supplementaries are 26 and 30. And now you're up to date with the latest 2NURFM Hunter News.